Hey everybody, I'm the Anime Trainer, and I've previously done lots of videos about the One Punch Man program. I have done blog posts about it. I did the entire One Punch Man program, all 3 years of it, on my blog back in the day. And you might think, well, why would I need a whole, 3-year program? It's just the same thing every day. It's 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10 kilometers of running. Why do I need a program? Well, I made it so that it's got variations in it and things to make sure that you are not ending up with a muscular imbalance. You're still doing the 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometers every single day. But those variations help make sure that you are going to stay healthy and injury-free in the process of that, while also providing progression, because the One Punch Man program really doesn't have much in the way of progression except for just getting better at the movements. So you'll be able to move a little faster. So you might start off with 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometers of running, and you might get it done, God bless you, in an hour and a half or 2 hours. But if you after the end of 3 years, because you were able to do it so frequently, and you get better at it, you could get it down to maybe say 45 minutes, or if you're a really, really fast runner, maybe 30 minutes, which would be insane. And that would be some form of progression, but there wouldn't be any progression in your strength, which would end up with you becoming more efficient at those movements, but not necessarily needing as much strength to do those movements, which could end up with you losing muscle mass over time and then end up injured. I finally decided to buckle down and put everything of that 3-year program that I made on YouTube. So what we're going to do is this is week 1. And all of these, you're going to have each day laid out here. And then we are going to have all of those days released as shorts for the next 7 days. So you'll be able to see them, in different formats. So if you don't need the whole week, you can just look at that day. It's like, oh, I need this day. I need day 5. Or next week, I need day 13. And then you can look at it and figure out what you need to do. But if you are new to this whole concept and you've not seen any of the previous videos, I did talk a lot about preparing for the One Punch Man program, because the biggest problem that a lot of people have with the One Punch Man program in general is doing too much too soon. And they jump right into it and they're like, oh God, my knees are hurting. I'm getting, my chest is killing me, my shoulders are killing me, and it's because you're doing too much too quickly. You're going from a couch potato to trying to do a lot of activity, and to get around that, you need to build up to that activity over time. So I generally recommend, and have recommended in the past, about 6 months to even a year of preparation to be able to do the One Punch Man program. I talked about that in a series of shorts, and also the longer version of that video, which I will put up here somewhere so that you guys can see it. So go back and check that out, and make sure that you do pay attention to that. The next thing is anytime that you do most of the running in this, it needs to be at a very easy pace, because you're doing a lot of running. Vast majority of your running, 80 to 85%, needs to be done at low intensity. So that means being able to have a conversation while you're doing it. So if you find while you're moving that you are desperately out of breath, you're probably doing it at too high an intensity, which means you either are pushing yourself too hard or you didn't prep. So you need to make sure that you cover all your bases on that. I will be including individual exercises for each week on this stuff, so you'll be able to see what each of those exercises looks like, because you may not have any idea what that variation looks like, because everybody's like, oh, I know a push-up, I know a sit-up, I know a squat, but it's like, do I know what a close push-up is? Do I know what a diamond push-up is? Do I know what a wide leg sit-up is? I have no idea what those mean, so I'm going to put those in each week so that you know what you're doing. This first week has the biggest introduction. There will be smaller introductions as we introduce more and more things. There'll be things like hero events and monster events, because Saitama did not just do the program. He also fought monsters and did hero thingies while he was in the process of training. So we do include some of those things to help balance out your movements, and to make sure that you are doing the opposite muscle groups for things, because you do a lot of pushing, you do need some pulling. So we're going to be working on that some in the monster and hero events. But like I said, going forward, the following weeks will not have as large of an intro, so don't worry about having to sit through a whole huge intro every time. We're going to get into the week, show what the exercises are, as I describe what's happening. It'll be really quick. Just see the whole program for the week, and you'll know what to do. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to discuss them. If you need a little bit further help on any of the movements that you see, please let me know, and I'll see if I can make a little short for it so that you guys can see that as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, for the first week, we have 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10 kilometers of running. It is the OG version. It is the first day, so we're going to get right into doing the basic workout, which you should have prepped for. Hopefully you prepped, because it's still going to be rough. Day 2 is 10 rounds with 2 minutes of rest in between each round of 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats, and 1 kilometer of running. Same movements, just broken up a little differently. Give you a little bit of rest. Think of it as like an easy day following the first hard day. Day 3 is the same as day 1, except the movements are different. We have 100 close grip push-ups, 100 butterfly sit-ups, 100 sumo squats, and 10 kilometers of running. You'll notice on these it says complete in as few sets as possible. That just means do your best and get through it as best you can. On day 4, we have 10 rounds with 2 minutes of rest in between each of those rounds of an 800-meter run, a 200-meter backwards run, so you're just jogging backwards, 10 wide push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 10 Hindu squats. Day 5, we're looking at completing this in as few sets as possible, just like the previous ones, except we're going to break up the running with 5 kilometers of running to start off with, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and then 5 kilometers of running to end it out. You're going to see you feel a little bit different having to do the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats after doing half your running. For day 6, we've got 10 rounds with 2 minutes rest in between of sprinting 200 meters, so we're going to do a really hard effort, 10 Hindu push-ups, 10 sit-ups with a twist, 10 close stance squats, and jogging 800 meters as a recovery before we get that rest and then start again. And then day 7 is your easy day. We've got 20 rounds, 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 squats. We're going to rest 5 minutes after the 20 rounds and then do 10 kilometers at an easy pace, making sure that we are keeping that easy pace the entire time. Day 7, day 14, day 21, every 7th day is your rest day. All right, guys, that was week 1 of the One Punch Man training program. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to be doing, well, these weekly, and we'll have the shorts come out daily so that you guys can get it in an easier format to see, so you don't have to watch the whole video. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel. Considering donating to the Patreon, the link is in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm the Anime Trainer, and until next time, good luck and train hard.